up, everyone? We're gonna check out the updates on what Joey's been finishing up here on the truck, the 51. We actually got the Cadillac taillight, at least one side finished up. So you can see on here, the bucket is completely finished, metal finished. We even got the back side done and welded all in and metal finished also. We ended up finishing off this into the bed. So originally it was just like, I guess you would say it was welded to this panel. We had to make all these indentations. So kind of give it a finished off look. So you can see these are bead roll lines that we had to do, but we had no way to cap them off. So we ended up welding all around here, and then he basically metal finished to make them look exactly what they're supposed to do. Also, we got both stake pockets finished up. This is the passenger side that is all finished off with original. If you remember, looking at like an original 51, has a loop there and a loop in the side of there. So now everything is nice and smooth, gives it a nice cleaner look, just like the back. And we are started on the driver's tail light. We're not there yet, so this will hopefully be finished off real soon and we'll move forward with it.
Hi, my name's Tracy Bontrager, and I'm the owner of this 51 Chevy 5-window. And I brought this into Kyle several months ago, and you know, he's been doing a great job on adding some beautiful custom touches that I would have never thought about doing. And we're getting really close to sending it to paint and body. And every time I come in here, he's just adding something more, you know, to make it more and more original. And I couldn't be more happy. You know, this has been a great project and a great journey.
So basically, you can pick your ride height, and it's fully adjustable. So when it's all
your ride height, like you pick that, you determine how.
Yeah, I can do that, or you can say, hey, I want it an inch lower, then that's fine. I just lower it down a little bit, lock it in, inch lower.
Okay. Yeah, everything's adjustable.
Yeah,
just
same
so
thing.
The ride feels
it'll ride
not
nice.
like
Yeah.
a 1951
No,
ride.
it will not ride like a dump truck, and it won't ride, you know, it'll ride fairly nice.
Okay.
So with the coilovers, it's fully adjustable. I ended up getting him front coilovers because I had some laying around here. I just gave them to him because I was like, hey, listen, man, like I have them, let's put them right here. So the front's fully adjustable, the back will be fully adjustable.
Okay.
And you guys should be able to dial in the ride height once the final wheels and tires and et cetera. Because we'll pull it apart once all the metalwork's done, frame will be powder coated, take the body, you know, go get that painted, and you'll be good to go.
Sweet. Looking good. Exhaust system, are we going to do that after?
No, we'll do it all before it goes.
Oh, okay.
Because we're going to start.
What do you think? Muffler-wise?
I would say this is what I normally do, is give people a quieter muffler and then do like electric cutouts. So we call them fun buttons.
Yeah.
So basically you just push a button and then wide open exhaust and then it's obnoxiously loud. So if you want to be nice and quiet, pull in the neighborhood, good to go. And then you want it loud.
Loud
push,
and dirty.
Yeah,
Loud and dirty.
push the button and then just obnoxiously loud.
Okay.
So that's probably what I would say.
Okay.
We've spent some time doing that too, like listening to different muffler sounds.
Yeah, there's so many different options.
It really
so,
is.
Like a lot of guys, like you can use like a Flowmaster, you can use a Thrush muffler, you can use Magnaflow. I don't really care what we choose. I prefer more quiet.
Yeah.
And then so when you're driving in, you can hear yourself think.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you want to listen to the radio, you're good to go. And then if you want to be that obnoxious guy, just push a button and just rah. You know, it's
When
wide
you're
open.
going into where the
Car show's at, yeah,
Right.
just open headers and it's good to go.
That makes sense.
Yeah, best of both worlds.
Yeah, that's what I try to do on every car. So.
That's cool. Never even thought about that.
He's gonna love it. I
Yeah.
will love it. You know,
Yeah.
the sticker shock from the wife's perspective is hard, but you know, we only live once.
Exactly.
So we might as well have a good time while we're doing it.
When you start thinking of stuff too, and like you're putting ideas together, and you're like, oh, let's do this and that, and like I looked at he's trusting me on everything I've done.
Yeah.
Like I was like, hey, I'm gonna put caddy totes in here, and he's like, all right, 'cause I
Okay.
couldn't make a decision. Like honestly, he would, you know, we talked about Volkswagen taillights. We had some other different stuff. We put them in the fender, and I was like, man, I just can't figure out anything I want. And then he was like, what are you gonna do? And I was like, I don't know. And then like I said, we just grabbed, I had a box of Cadillac taillights, and I was like, we could do this, but I would flip them around, and then I think it's the right decision.
Yeah.
I really think once it's painted, and then they'll sand like there's numbers factory. Well, they sand the numbers and texture off of there. But nobody ever knew what I'm saying. Because right now the numbers, like if you read it, there's inscription.
Yeah.
So you'll
Has
never.
he talked to you about his body plan, his color scheme?
No, we're not the latest one.
No, I got a new one.
Oh, Lord.
As long as it's not yellow, right?
No,
it's
not
okay.
yellow.
I'll do anything but yellow.
No yellow.
Okay.
No.
But I didn't bring my iPad, but so we've got, there's a guy in Orlando that has a couple P-51 Mustangs.
Okay.
And that's where my son went to go get his physical when he went to go get his pilot's license and stuff. And so looking at the P-51 paint scheme, where it's blue on top and the rest of the airframe is silver.
Okay.
Because I don't know if you remember, but I've been going back and forth, blue or silver, blue or silver.
Yeah, both.
I was like, fuck it, let's do both of them.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
So I've got some ideas, but obviously
What we can do also,
We'll talk
before
about
we
it.
finalize it, I have a guy that does renderings for us.
Mhm.
So we
Oh,
can, you
that
know what I
would be
mean?
wonderful.
Like, I don't get me wrong, I would have never been able to do that with everything I've done here
Yeah.
because I'm just winging it. But
Sure.
I think we can dial in like a rendering. I give him photos
Yeah.
of the truck, and
Yeah.
then he can do the rendering
Oh,
of,
wow.
of color. Like,
and
I
it's
think also,
1951. I thought that's a cool tie-in.
right, yeah. I also think that like when it comes down to it, like we're talking about wheels again, like with the gunmetal gray, I think I'm gonna bounce some other stuff off of you. I think we should almost do like a polished wheel or a chrome, but
You think so?
I really do, because everything, like if you do a silver, like I think you should do a bright silver,
Okay.
and then do chrome, because this thing's gonna look sweet once it's done.
Okay.
So gunmetal gray might take a lot away from it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's more upkeep for you to keep the wheels clean, but there's too much money in quality in this thing, so I'd rather have
Okay.
a sharp looking wheel.
I was gonna say, you know, I've never really been, you know, the flashy guy to, you know, show off stuff, but
This
I mean,
whole thing is
might be it,
flashy.
though.
This whole thing's flashy.
If
so
we're gonna go silver, that
Yeah.
Let's
probably
show it
yeah,
off.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Like, I mean, it needs to be. I think we need
Okay.
a nice shiny wheel.
Check it out, I'm drinking a Mountain Dew.
Your next meal. But before it drifts to fast food, consider another type of combo meal, a Knorr Taste Combo. Knorr's menu of delicious and nutritious recipes you can make at home in under 30 minutes. Savory chicken ramen noodle soup, cheesy chicken cheddar broccoli bowls. Just grab a veggie, protein, and your favorite
Who keeps distracting you? Okay. Found stronger shoes can't do it all. But professional softer, better
What's this?
That is an air tank. So if you wanted your truck to go up and down, that's
Oh,
what
we
this
do
does.
not want that.
Yeah.
We do not need any slow
Yeah.
run.
So yeah, that would basically make your car go up and down. You have
Okay.
airbags.
Little bounce
So,
the backside
yeah, it's
kinda
not
action.
coilovers. It's an airbag that goes.
Yeah.
It deflates up and down.
It's not while you're driving.
Yeah.
Well-
No. But honestly, technology has came a long ways with
Yeah.
air suspension. So there's a lot of really cool stuff to go. I mean, that's a whole engineered back half that somebody designed.
Yeah, that's cool.
That company is called Chopping Block, and they're out like in California or something like that.
Yeah.
But it's a design kit for this truck.
Yeah,
so.
cool. It was just shiny, caught my attention.
Oh yeah, definitely. All right.
All right.
I'll let you guys
Thanks,
go.
man.
Yep. We'll see you guys.
Yep, have a good
Bye.
one.